truth is, it's not your fault. You trusted them to teach you. You trusted them to guide you. Your parents, your teachers, your first love, your significant other, your first marriage, your first divorce. You trusted that they would take care of you and teach you what you needed to know. And they didn't. So now here you are, 20, 30, 40, 50 years into your life, and you're wondering what the hell happened. Is this all there is? Miserable, resentful, wondering why you had to endure all the bullshit. Why did it happen to me? And having no clue how to get out of it. And is it ever gonna go away? Holy moly. Who do I even begin to trust? Who do I even begin to ask the right questions to if they're always the wrong person? This is where we get stuck in this cycle of misery. You trusted them to love you, instead you got toxicity. You trusted them to take care of you, instead you got neglected. You trusted them to be loyal to you, instead they found other people to experience. And you learned to cope. You learned to manage your life to protect yourself. And now you've spent a lifetime protecting yourself, and that's all you know how to do. That's all you know how to experience life as, is this protection mode. Protecting yourself from what the next person's going to do, and you can't even trust the people that God is putting into your life to progress your life, to bless your life. You can't even allow yourself to open up and accept them in. I was driving to work today and I realized that this is where I had been stuck for so many years. Just stuck in this fear of anxiety and stress and this fear of like letting people in. And it's miserable. They did what they did because they didn't know any better. They did what they did because they thought that's what they should have done, or they had to do, or they were living with their own anxiety and their own insecurities and their own chaos in their own mind. So their only way of protecting themselves was to project and control you. It doesn't make it right, but it is at least an explanation and some understanding that it wasn't you. You are responsible for how you handle it moving forward. You are responsible for learning the lesson. You are responsible for paying attention and taking in the information that wasn't good for you and not accepting it in the future, changing your direction and your trajectory of what you accept from other people, what kind of behaviors you're okay with. That's your responsibility. And your responsibility is also to acknowledge that these things happen, to not brush them under the rug so people don't judge you. Two things happened. They did the best they could with what they knew, or they actually took advantage of you. One of those two things happened. But how you handle it moving forward, that's your responsibility. That's on you. You can either live a life of misery, blaming, criticizing, being in this place of resentment, constantly hating everybody with these giant walls up so you can't even experience the joys and beauty of this world. Or you could say, no, I'm not going to live that life. I am not going to deal with this anymore. I am not going to go through life hating everybody and everything, just protecting myself from the next thing. So make a choice to accept it and move on from it. If you need help, link in my bio. I'd be more than happy to help you get through it. And please say a prayer for this zit. My God.